To you, 10 million people taken from Africa is a tragedy. To the British Empire, it was just numbers. They didn't ban the slave trade because of a guilty conscience, but because profits dropped to 1%. When the crime stopped paying off, they suddenly became defenders of human rights. They called it the triangular trade. Ships from Liverpool carried weapons to Africa. There, they exchanged them for people. The people were taken to America to toil on plantations, and from there, sugar and cotton returned. The entire economy of England revolved around this cycle: guns, slave, sugar. The conditions? A nightmare. Below deck, 1 in 4 died, and in better times, 1 in 7. For British accountants, this wasn't a tragedy. It was an acceptable cost of revenue. And now, for the best part. You think England made a fortune on this? Nonsense. As industry developed, this practice lost its importance. Economists calculated that the profit on a transaction was 10%, and on a national scale, about 1% of the empire's income. Finally, as a result of cold calculation, in 1807 England, as the first nation, banned this trade, not for humanitarian reasons but based on psychological analysis. They concluded that a free worker receiving a starvation wage works more efficiently than a slave forced by the whip. The costs weren't significantly higher either. A slave had to be maintained, whereas a worker could be paid such a low wage that it was barely enough for food. Furthermore, workers didn't need to be transported or guarded. They posed a potentially lower risk of rebellion. Write in the comments what you think about this.